Hi there, just a couple notes for you for the second week of the online course where I'm going to move the camera around a little bit, just get my nice mosaic in the background. I like that. Okay. Just a couple notes for you for this week. If you take a look at the schedule, then you're supposed to start the second chapter of the book. So start The World is Flat, chapter 2 this week. And if you haven't yet, and most of you haven't, make a comment about chapter 1 on the discussion board. Remember, that's the only way that I really know you're doing the reading is if you make a clear and cogent observation or reaction to something in the chapter, and then read and respond to somebody else's reaction. That's what turns a short writing assignment into a discussion, that you read each other's comments and then react to them. So do that for this week. Certainly get chapter 1 finished and a reaction to that, and chapter 2 by the end of the week really would be what you should do. Maybe by next Tuesday would really be the deadline. So chapter 2 in The World is Flat. Also, you should be starting to watch, and I know that many of you are, watching the... How do I know these things? Well, I know because the statistics are compiled on the Blackboard site. So I do see that people have started watching the Cold War videos. Remember, there's just a few that I'm requiring, but you can watch as many of them as you want. They're very good, certainly better than anything on television all week long. So you might want to watch those and get a really good history lesson. Remember, the three things I'm really looking for you to learn and notice from the Cold War videos. Number one, Cold War was a very large and important, significant part of American history, 1945 to 1990, the end of World War II, and part of the period of time that catapulted the United States to global leadership. But in most of that time, we were in direct competition with the Soviet Union for that leadership, in some ways, for domination of the globe, which was certainly important, and for military supremacy. So we were always in an arms race with the Soviet Union. There were times when it was scary, when there actually was fear of an actual war, the cold Cuban Missile Crisis, and the Berlin airlift, certainly parts where we were really afraid. And then with nuclear bombs on tops of missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles, there was a real fear that we might get into a war with the Soviet Union. Not every day, not scared to death, not hiding under your bed, but hiding under your desk was something that they taught kids to do in some grade schools in the 50s and early 60s. So do look at that and see that, number one, the Cold War is an important period of history. Number two, during that period of time, the technology we developed because of the space race, the arms race, turned out to be very important up to today. All the computers and all the iPhones and microwave ovens, all kinds of technologies came from research that was done with government sponsorship, government backing, into technology, and to create missiles, to create nuclear bombs, to create the internet for a network, a communication network. So we benefited through a huge investment from the government, public investment we call that, that eventually panned out to be a gigantic economy grower, jobs growth, and everything else for the economy up till today, and probably beyond today. So an important part was developing technology, and that's up till we use today. The third important part of the Cold War series is to notice that, and you'll see this in the movie called Good Guys, Bad Guys, is that during that time period, 1945 to 1990, many countries that were formerly colonies in South America, in Africa, in Asia, but became independent. Even India was a colony of Britain before World War II, and in the end became independent. So independence came to lots and lots of countries around the world that were former colonies. And how did they use that time between 1945 and 1990? Did they use it to develop institutions, leadership, political parties, and things that would help them grow and flourish? The answer is no, they did not. They couldn't, because during that time they were manipulated and used by the United States and the Soviet Union as pawns in the Cold War. So we're looking to them, who's going to be on our side, who's going to be on their side. If you're on our side, we didn't care if you had a dictatorship, if you're tortured, if you did, etc. We wanted countries on our side. This goes from Central America to South America to Africa to Asia. And the Soviets did the same thing. So we armed and supplied and helped countries that would be on our side, and we tried to persuade them. But we did not help them build institutions, build political parties, or improve infrastructure, education, all that time period. That's what could have been done. But you can't go back and change history, and you can't say, well, maybe it could have been better this way. Cold War did end without a major conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union. We did have major wars in Vietnam and Korea, in Central America. So there was a lot of death and destruction part of the Cold War, and so keep an eye on in the videos for those main points and others. There's a lot of other stuff in there too, and we'll have discussion online about those and in class next Tuesday. For those of you who can come next Tuesday, 6 p.m. up in Academic Building, 3rd floor. I forget the room, but you'll find us there. And please come to class, and we'll have a discussion on that. But it's also online, and the next assignment is going to be the Cold War oral history. But you really have to prepare for the Cold War essays for this by watching the video and thinking about it in there. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's any other problems or anything I can do for you. I hope to see you in class soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.